World will be just 1 minute from global apocalypse this week in Doomsday Clock warning. With tensions spiking over a nuclear-capable North Korea, Donald Trump in the White House, India and Pakistan at odds and Vladimir Putin set to remain in power in Russia, the world continues to teeter on the brink of Armageddon. The Doomsday Clock is a design that warns the public about how close we are to destroying our world, and is set by a board consisting of scientists and other experts. The clock design conveys the sense of urgency to get nuclear weapons under control. It stood at a frightening 2.5 minutes to midnight last year. We are on a collision course that could crash in early to mid-2018, and escalate quickly from conventional to nuclear conflict. Bruce Blair. With this year's reading revealed this week, we asked an expert what we can expect. Bruce Blair, co-founder of anti-nuke campaigners Global Zero, told Daily Star Online, 2017 was a bad year for the clock and portends a worse year with the distinct possibility of a catastrophe of global proportions. The gravest risk of all is the North Korea-US flashpoint, which worsened considerably over Kim's long-range missile test successes and Trump's response with bloody nose planning. We are on a collision course that could crash in early to mid-2018 and escalate quickly from conventional to nuclear conflict, and possibly draw China into the conflict. The Russia-NATO conflict has worsened as a result of mutual allegations of cheating on the INF, Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces, Treaty, which forms the background of Russia-NATO-US nuclear arms regulation in Europe. The Trump administration's draft nuclear posture review compounds the deterioration in our relationship by creating more room for the first use of U.S. nuclear weapons, an option inspired by Russia's cyber interference in Western elections and its preparation of cyber bombs to attack critical civilian infrastructure, financial, communications, transportation and energy, at an early phase of a conventional conflict. Further worsening happened in South Asia, a nuclear flashpoint already made worse by clashes over Kashmir with lots of casualties, by both countries' rapid advances in nuclear arms, and by India's threat to call Pakistan's bluff if another lethal terrorist attack occurs on Indian soil. Overall, the situation warrants moving the minute hand forward 1 minute toward midnight, possibly 1.5 minutes forward. That would put it at 1 or less minutes from midnight. At its start in 1947, the Doomsday Clock was set at 7 minutes to midnight. Since then, its minute hand has ticked forward as far as 2 minutes to midnight in 1953, in the wake of hydrogen bomb tests by both the US and Soviet Union, and as back as 17 minutes to the hour at the Cold War thaw in 1991. The threat of climate change, which also holds the potential to destroy civilization, is also considered, and the outlook is equally bleak. Blair said, Trump screwing over the U.S. Paris commitment to reduce greenhouse emissions piles onto the clock's woes, which has had an environment component for a number of years.